Huh. So I'm making this recording here. Um, it was hot as hell today, so I have my air conditioner on, as you can hear. Boiling hot. So I decided to, like, it's basically just running constantly. I mean, it's like literally you walk out that friggin' door, and it's you just get hit with hot air in the face. It's horrible. I was scrolling around on YouTube, as I do, and just kind of like just scrolling around. I had a couple of like political crap that I was looking at, so I'm not gonna bother getting into that. So I'm scrolling through, just like checking the regular stuff instead of like the thing I was looking at, and check some other stuff. And I saw a Secular Talk video pop up, and it said, and for a moment I thought it was like some kind of like weird kind of, but no, it was actually real. It said, "Rip Michael Brooks. He's dead. 37 fucking years old and he's dead." I mean, he and I actually went to the we both went to the not together, obviously, he doesn't know me, but we both went to the Bernie Sanders rally in Queensboro Park in October. We just went there, and I thought I saw him in the stands over kind of behind where Bernie Sanders spoke, but it wasn't him actually, because at the time Brooks had a beard. He had like a kind of like a little bit of a scruffy, more than this. He had like a scruffy beard going, and the guy I saw was kind of like in like a decent suit and kind of clean cut, and so that wasn't him. But yeah, I was there. He was there. 26,000 other people were there, and like I said, I think I don't have proof of this, and I have actually the antibody test that says no, I don't have the antibodies. But I think that's where I got infected, and I think I got infected with COVID-19 there. And this was before anyone knew what in the hell it was. So then, I go to the hospital, I spend time recovering, and they didn't do anything for me at the hospital because they didn't know what the hell it was. They ran every fucking test they could think of, including 4 different strains of COVID, 4 different strains of coronavirus. Nothing. Everything was nothing, and they wanted to give me the lumbar puncture to try to figure out what the hell it was. I don't think so. If it was COVID, that wouldn't have done a damn thing for me anyway. I think so, But yeah, he and I went to that, and the Bernie Sanders thing didn't work. Still upset about that, and so I see Secular Talk and Kyle Kalinske saying, rip Michael Brooks, and I click it, and yeah, he's gone, just like that. And I was like, the fuck happened? And so then I looked through a couple of more things, and yeah, like TYT and Cenk Uygur and Anna Kasparian, they were there, and of course Anna was like bawling and shit, and Cenk Uygur started talking, and like after a while, so I had to click this off. And anyone who knows me, basically what I tell them, and I've been telling them this for like a couple of years now, more like 2 years or so. I always say, it's like, look, if you want to get in my head and you want to say, okay, how did the gears work up here? What does Ted think politically, socio-politically, economically? What does he think? I say, listen to Michael Brooks. I agree with 95+% of what he has to say, and that's not because I'm like sucking his dick. It's just that I happen to agree with him. There are a couple of things I vehemently disagree with him on. In fact, more recently, I'll even give you an example of one of those things that I disagree with him on. Was I hope this video isn't going to be upside down when I play it on something. That's so fucking stupid about this phone. He and a guy named Josh, I forgot who the hell his name was, but they got into like this. First, it was a 2-parter discussion. One was a half-hour discussion, and the other part was an hour-long discussion about Michael Moore's recent movie that he did, recent documentary he did, Planet of the Humans, where basically, and I think Jeff, whatever the hell his name was, and Michael Brooks, I'm sorry, Jeff, whatever the hell his name was, and Michael Moore are actually kind of lying to themselves. The movie is saying, look, we have to drastically reduce consumption, and we have to have less people consuming, i.e. they're not there to consume, period. They are saying that. They very much are saying that, despite what they are saying that. And Michael Brooks, he was like, I'm not touching the population argument, and I'm saying, at one point in like the second part discussion that he said was, look, I don't want to swim those waters, and my response to that was, Michael, you're on the Titanic and it's sinking. Get in the fucking water. We all gotta get in the fucking water. So, yeah. So he's gone. He's fucking gone. And I was gonna say, like, I would, no offense to any of the other people, but I would have been less shocked if any of the others went. Like he's gonna kill me, but basically Sam Cedar, I was like, well, he's a little bit older, so you might think, okay, well, that's still very young to die, but it's just like, I would have said, if he kicked it, I would have been like, well, yeah, that would have been shocking, but it's like Michael Brooks, I mean, I'm fucking 4 years older than him, and he's dead. And look at me, I'm far more out of shape than he is. And I get on my goddamn bike and bike. I didn't do that today, it was too fucking hot. But, so, yeah, I'm fucking shocked. So, I decided to have a drink. I decided on this, my Bacardi pineapple rum, because it goes out a little smoother. I actually bought a bottle of absinthe the other day, and I had a glass of that. It was a brand, I can't pronounce it, but it was a brand that I had seen before and I'd heard good things about, although people kind of said it wasn't that spectacular. Actually, it was good. It's good, solid absinthe, but it wasn't, it didn't wow them, and it didn't really wow me either, although the louche was good, and overall flavor was good, and the color was good, although it kind of looked like it was the proper shade of green, but it was a proper shade of green, but it was just like, it almost looked like it shouldn't be that color, like it wasn't, like it was too good to be true, but it was a good color and a good louche. So some people described it, like one reviewer I saw actually said it kind of just like it starts slow and then it explodes, and I think they were counting that as a negative. It's like, it's a good louche with a slow, steady, or just like boom. I don't really care. If it looks good, it's fine. And this is my little. I got this a while ago. It's a little. I have a mug. A beer mug that has the same thing as the liquid inside, and you freeze it, keeps it cold. And so I found this, and I clean this and use this. So I can't fucking believe it. One saving grace is that, all the shit that hits the fan and all the apocalypse that's going to happen, almost certainly, or probably, he's not going to see it. He's just like, he escaped it, so good on him. And he goes out smoother, I'm not, this is rather impromptu. I didn't plan any of this. And they're all talking about it, what the hell is Mike Ferrarino, whatever the hell his name is, humanist, whatever this, that guy with the beard. I think that's like a little avatar, because he got a beard and glasses. So I was just listening to that, but I had to stop, and I was like, let me have a drink. I don't fucking believe this. And this is kind of a nasty thing to say, I know. but I can't fucking help it. I had 2 shots already. Dave Rubin's still going. So I can't believe it. I mean, I do feel a little teary-eyed. It's just, I mean, it's just like I'm just like astounded because of all the fucking people, who could have like kicked it. Him. They didn't. Well, they did. The family did release a statement, but Anna couldn't get through it. She just like started bawling and shit. I can't believe it. Can't fucking believe it. Michael fucking Brooks. Like I said, I always tell everybody, it's like, you want to get in my head, you want to understand. Okay, why do you what do you think the things that you think? Why do you think the things that you think, and how do you think them? And like, what's your opinion on this? What's your opinion on that? And I say, listen to Michael Brooks. Because 95% of the time I agree with him, not because I'm trying to agree with. It just happens like he's saying what I've been thinking for a long time. That's it. Simple as that. I can't fucking believe it. One last one. It's a little harsh. I said it before and I'll say it again. Like, if the shit show that a lot of people are thinking is going to happen is actually going to happen, I'm glad he doesn't have to see it done. Checked out.